Today we are going to talk about what you want to do if you want intern experience but don't have the time or the money to be able to intern into a company. My name is Laurie Van Janssen. I am a lingerie design consultant and I talk all things lingerie and work with clients taking their idea into a finished product, doing all the technical tech packs and technical drawings to get their idea into manufacturing. Now it is a bit of a sunny day out today, so all I can do is apologise for the noise that my neighbours want to do while sawing and hacking and chopping and banging, and I'm just going to ignore it. So I'm hoping you can't hear it, and if you can, it's not me. So what to do if you want to do an intern? I was lucky enough to intern in the fact that when I was at uni, I had a free Wednesday morning and I approached a company to go work just for Wednesday morning every week and intern there. Now, one morning a week is not really going to get you much experience. And to be honest, I spent most of it folding fabrics, organising the patterns, doing all the jobs for designers probably didn't have time for or didn't want to do, and it wasn't very exciting. And I came away thinking, oh God, do I really want this as my career? However, it was great to put on a CV. And the unfortunate thing when you get into a creative role is when you become an intern, most companies expect or want you to work for free. Now here lies the problem, and I had this problem going 20 odd years ago back, is that you simply don't have always the time to be able to work for free or the money, because you're not getting paid, to be able to undertake this job, but you know it's going to look good on your CV. So what I did, and it's something I recommend when I do student talks, is to do this. Pick a company that you would love to work for. Now you're going to do your own project, and this would entail seeing what they have in store. If they sell outerwear as well as lingerie, taking the outerwear prints that they have in store, and you can get this off the internet, using those prints into your designs. If you are going to be a lingerie designer now, you're going to need to know your CAD. You're going to need to be able to go on Illustrator. Now there are many a program you can get even on YouTube that will tell you how to do the things like taking a print, making it into a pattern, turning that into a swatch, putting that swatch into your design. You need to be able to show a company what you can do and not just university based. So what I did, and now CAD wasn't really a strong point as such when I started, because it was all mainly hand drawn, and that was even including the tech packs. But what I did was I picked a company I really liked. I then went and bought some of their lingerie. I measured it up. I did a mock tech pack. I did a mock spec. Now I could only go on doing tech packs that I thought, it wasn't actually really a big tech pack, it was more of how it was sewn. I had no idea how to do tech packs then, and I did it. So I took a picture of the garment, I also did a hand drawing of it, and I then did like an arrow and I put overlock the side seam. I then did a arrow from the elastic, attach elastic with zigzag. I didn't know the technical terms, I just went really basic. But what it did was allow me to have something in my portfolio, allow me to, when I approached the companies I liked, I probably had a reference to their designs. It just is showing a company that you're not just fresh out of uni or just wanting to design and here I am, here's my portfolio of things looking good, but no relevance to anything in your company because I've just made it look super pretty. You need the technical ability to be able to show, even if that's like one page of something related to their company, one page of something, even if it's a different company, you showing what you can do. So you're gonna have to give yourself projects. If you are working, you're gonna have to carve time in the evenings, at the weekends, to do a project, and maybe think, I will do one project in a month, and then set out the fact that you will need like a drawing, a CAD drawing, or even look, if they had all pastels in one summer, you can look online to see what the trends are coming for the following year. If they are a trend based company, which would be like high street stores or the ones that follow on, you can go into store, there's so many ways you can gain information and present everything to them, as well as your portfolio from uni. You're going to need something else. Why are they going to pick you instead of that person there who's probably can design better or has got a different portfolio? I wasn't the best designer when I was at university, but I would say I did lots of curveballs, and I approached the company, any local companies. I went, knocked on the door and presented myself and asked for if I could come back and speak to them, or if they had time. Now I had my portfolio to come speak to them about any jobs or anything upcoming, and then I would do follow-on calls. It is brutal. It is sometimes awful. You're stood there and you're like, I really don't want to do this, but no one's coming to save you. No one's going to give you a job actively unless you can show what you can do and then get it in front of their eyes. If you want to email me, message me on any tips or pointers, I often work with students either looking at their portfolios or give them ideas on what they can do for their next steps. I'm quite happy, send me an email, quite happy to look through anything or to guide you on next steps if you're looking for a company, or what I would do or what I would look for and have looked for when I've worked for a company quite high up and I've taken on people below me, and it's not always been the best person. It's usually been the person who's got a bit of grit and a bit of determination and can show me variations on what they are doing, can show me the fact that they can colour up a colour swatch in 4 different colours and apply that to their design. It's not always going, oh, that's a brilliant design, that's like, oh, I've not seen that. It's about what I can see them doing to help the company. So if you are stuck and don't know your next steps, please just do contact me and I will draft together pointers and things that you can do to help your designs to hopefully get you a job that you can secure and not just be waitressing for the rest of your life.